Hi, I'm Rick Woodson with theimpactmethod.com. We're at my home club, Woodbridge Golf Club in Wiley, Texas, just outside of Dallas. I've been the director of golf instruction here for the past 10 years, basically. I'm a PGA Class A member, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my story, about why I think my system is so unique and why you need to give it a try. I turned professional in 1986. Living in Orlando, Florida, I had the good fortune of working with some of golf's premier instructors. Actually, most of them are still teaching today. A couple of the teachers that had the most influence on my structure of my program would probably be Mac O'Grady and Mike Bender. I had the good fortune of working a little bit with Mike on my own golf game while I lived in Orlando, and had 2 afternoons that we spent with Mac O'Grady, which was to this day probably 2 of the most enjoyable afternoons that I've ever had, the most information that I've ever received in my personal golfing story. Going forward from there, I worked within the David Ledbetter system with a couple of his instructors, and had the good fortune of working with Phil Ritson, who was David Ledbetter's mentor as well. All of them while I was living in Orlando. Upon doing that, I really found that I added a little bit of all that information, kind of rolled it all into one, and developed a system that I felt like is very effective today. And I think that you'll find it be very effective for your golf game as well. I played for a living for about 12 years. Had my tour card on the nationwide tour and also on the Canadian tour. But I always found myself coming back to teaching. That's always been a passion of mine. And in 2002, I decided to make that my full-time mission, is to help the average golfer become a better player. And in doing so, I got all the components that I've had, all the experience that I've had over the last 20-25 years, and rolled it into a real clean package, real efficient, real simple golf swing. And I still compete today, so I know that the system is field tested, if you will. And I think that you'll find it very, very simple. There's a lot out there for you to choose from, and I strongly suggest you give this a look and give it a try for yourself.